Quite pleasing, I'd imagine, to get man of the match for your first start for MK Dons.
Yeah, really nice. That's my first 90 since May, the last game of the season. So really pleasing. I think clean sheet is really important for us. And against a team who I think will be up there come the end of the season. So 3 really good points and a clean sheet, so couldn't have gone better.
Were you expecting to play the 90 minutes? Was that the plan?
No, not really. Like I say, I haven't played that long, so I think the way the game panned out with the sending off made it easier for me to come through and play 90. So the game wasn't as taxing on my legs. So yeah, like I say, I got through it, and it's a good 90 to get in myself like my first one.
It's so important, isn't it, when you're looking at new fans and they're getting a good look at you as well, and you put in a good performance like that. You seemed very comfortable on the ball. I think there was only one pass you made that went astray today, so you must be just buzzing at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's nice to come in and share everyone what you're about. It's really pleasing. I like to think I'm a ball playing centre half, so I hit a couple of nice ones, especially in the first half. So that's always a nice feeling when you wrap one inside and it comes on and it gets the crowd on their feet. That's always a nice thing. So yeah, really pleasing.
And the way that you were playing, you were able to make things happen going forward. You were able to bring the ball forward, and you were almost the start of things happening going forward.
Yeah, that's the way Tiz likes the two outside centre half to play. He likes us to get up behind the ball and support Dino and Callum on the other side, and almost be that third player in attack. So yeah, it's a great role for me, and one I think I'm going to relish in coming through the season.
What's it been like getting yourself prepared to be match fit and start today? You obviously you've needed to get match fit, but presumably you wanted to play as much as you can. But today you've got the opportunity. What's it been like waiting?
It's been a really tough pre-season and start to the season for me. I picked up an injury pretty much the first week of pre-season when I had no club, so it was hard for me to try and keep my fitness up. But since I've come here, they've been really good with me, and they've eased me in nicely. They haven't thrown me in the deep end, and they've made sure that I'm coming through injury free. So that's been really good. So I think, like I say, my first 90 and something to build on now.
Paul Tisdale has mentioned you and said that he always knew that he saw something in you. He wanted you to be at this football club, and he's showing a lot of faith in you. Yeah,
I met Tiz before I signed, and he really spoke highly of me when I was there. So that was really nice. And I think he's a perfect manager for me. He's the type of guy who likes to develop players, and he's also the type of guy that likes winning football matches. So it's perfect for me, and I'm really happy and really pleased to be here now.
Another clean sheet, 3 points, up to second place in League Two, still unbeaten. It's all going pretty well, isn't it, for the club?
Yeah, it's lovely. I think we need to make sure we keep our heads on and remain with our feet on the ground, sort of thing. We've still got a long way to go. It's a long old season, but it's been a brilliant start. I think we couldn't have asked for a better start, so yeah, really pleasing.
And I talk about this being a team out there, but I'm not just talking about the 11 that are on the pitch. It seems like the squad is very close knit. Everyone's together in this.
I think that's the way that Tiz has got us all believing in his thoughts and the way he wants us to play. I think everyone's come together. There's no bad eggs in the squad, so everyone's sort of heading in the right direction and wants the same outcome. So that always helps. I think as long as everyone's concentrating on the next match and what's coming next is really important.
There's a lot of competition defensively at this club as well, isn't there?
Yeah, like I say, I think that is a good thing. I think he's brought in a lot of defenders, and he's almost got his defence sorted first, and that's really pleasing. I think it helps you in games because you know that if you're not playing well, then there's going to be someone chomping at the bit to try and take your shirt.
And quite useful, I'd imagine, to have somebody like Jordan Moore-Taylor in front of you, just protecting the three of you when he did. I mean, he didn't need to do that too much today, to be totally honest with you. But to have a player like Jordan who understands the job that you're doing just in front is really useful as well.
Yeah, he reads the game really well, Jordan, and he's so comfortable on the ball, and he'll do the defensive side as well when he's in there. So he knows how to do my role and the role he's playing. So I quite like him in there, and he keeps the ball ticking over him and wins his battles.
Just from a player's perspective, somebody like Kieran Agard missing a penalty and then stepping up to take the second penalty, that takes a lot of guts.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's really nice to see. I think he showed great character there. It's never easy. It's not nice to miss one. So to pick that ball up and put it down and say it's mine, he's having it, is really good and really pleasing for him. So yeah, well done to Cagsy.
The manager said that it was quite an emotional one for him. How important was it to get 3 points for him today?
Yeah, it's nice. Tiz has been here for a while now, and obviously him leaving Exeter, having been there so long, I think it was nice for him to get that result today. Really important for him and for the other lads as well. There's a few lads that have come from Exeter that were getting a little bit of stick from their fans, so yeah, really pleasing for everyone involved in the club today.